Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. It's another episode of the Monday Morning Grind brought to you by Blackout Coffee. Thank you, Blackout Coffee, for sponsoring this Monday segment. And I want to bring your attention to a bill. Let me put this down before I spill it. I want to bring your attention to H.R. 3200, which is called the Safe Students Act. Now, this was first introduced in 2007 by U.S. Representative Ron Paul from Texas, and it is now being rebooted and reintroduced by Kentucky Republican Thomas Massey. Now, this was just introduced a couple days ago. It has 7 co-sponsors already, and this is looking to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to repeal a law that's been on the books for quite some time relating to gun-free zones around schools. Now, this 30-year-old law forbids and bans guns within 1,000 feet of any public, private, parochial, elementary, or high school. And that's nationwide. Like always, I'll have a link to this bill in the description, and a quote that came from when they announced this was from U.S. Rep. Jeff Duncan from South Carolina. He's a Republican, and his quote was this: "We shouldn't leave our most vulnerable, our children, in an unsafe environment like gun-free zones where acts of violence cannot be stopped." And that's exactly why we shouldn't have gun-free zones, because that's where these things happen. Initially, this was part of the Crime Control Act of 1990 that was introduced by Herb Kohl, who was a Wisconsin Democrat, and the then U.S. Senator Sniff Their Hair, Weird 'em Out, Crazy Uncle Joe Biden. And like I said, this restricts gun possession within 1,000 feet of a school, even though this was successfully challenged through the courts and found to be unconstitutional. So in 1996, they reworked this law, they modified it, and it has been in place ever since. Now, it's in a Democrat-controlled House. Will it come out? I'm not sure. It has been assigned to the House Committee on the Judiciary, and I will have a link in the description as well, so you can see all of the members of that. You can click on their picture; it's their smiley faces. Click on that; it comes up with their government site, and you can get all their phone numbers and Twitter and all that stuff right on each one of those sites. It's chaired by Jerry Nadler. Will it come out? I'm not sure, but if it does come out, don't forget in 2016 when he was campaigning for the presidency, Donald Trump said that he would support getting rid of gun-free zones in schools and on military bases. So if this does come out, it stands a pretty good chance of getting signed into law if it passes the Senate, which I believe it will. So that is this week's episode of Monday Morning Grind, brought to you by Blackout Coffee Company. It's an American company here in the U.S., and it's gourmet coffee, small batch roasted per order. You put it in an order today, they roast that batch for you. Really, really good stuff. It is what I drink, and it keeps me going. I will have a link in the description for Blackout Coffee, and my coupon code is going to be RIGHTCHEA. Use that, save yourself some money, and don't forget, when you purchase through them, they help out the channel. I'm so grateful for their support. It helps keep this going. So thank you very much for your support. Get some coffee through Blackout Coffee Company. Use my code to save you some money. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a weapon. Take care, everybody.